haven't seen each other for 20 years since we got married. And they didn't know who each other was then, and they still don't. So, let's see.
Nice.
I'm Evan.
Candid camera.
Sky.
This is
Hello, I'm Evan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're doing self-introduction.
We just moved here from Maui, so we're newbies.
To Temecula and to Las Vegas. So it's a little different,
Sky and I go back to
19
college days in Santa Barbara.
1970.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Introduce your parents. Everybody
And
wants to know
then
them.
this is my mom, Dolores,
Hey!
and my dad, Hal.
Hey!
We'll continue around this way.
We have that same camera.
Oh, do you? It's great underwater.
This is my oldest friend, Wendy. She and I went to first grade together. Cover Street School in Encino, California. Yay, Encino! Rob doesn't even know that. He's my younger brother. Oh, really? We did together. And Wendy and I have been friends ever since, and she's moved from California to Japan. Came back to California, moved to Hawaii, came back to California, moved down to Riverside, Anaheim, Leucadia. That was my first experience going down to San Diego. Yeah, came down here.
Karmic thing between
Yeah, really karmic thing between us. And they live in, this is her husband, Jim. Hi, Jim. And they live in Melbourne, Florida. So they came the longest distance.
Wow, I didn't know.
We've been married for 42 years, give you an idea. And I've known this girl since she was
Like me. I wasn't.
they were young, real young.
I probably wasn't any shorter. No short jokes.
I've known her for
And this is my dear friend Suzanne, who is Wendy's sister. Can you tell? No. And the three of us used to pal around together. We look like sisters.
Yeah. Yes.
And Suzanne lives in Santa Barbara. And she was my first friend when I moved down to San Diego. And we started doing yoga together. That's how I got into yoga.
Is that right?
And we're both still doing yoga.
Yeah.
And this is my brother Rob.
Hey, Rob.
And the big tea house. Rob is a master craftsman. He built our tea house.
Which you will see later tonight.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Yes, he did that. We're having a party at your house. Anything else?
You did clean Kathy.
Oh, you don't know everything.
You did clean house today, didn't you?
I started cleaning my office. I said to me, aren't you going to clean the stuff off the floor? I said, I did it for you. Thank you. Okay, well,
Something about the floor. What?
that's her husband. That's it. This is my youngest brother, Chris. When he was born, I was 16. He's there with Larry. He's your baby. He's in it. In fact, there's a good story that goes with that. It's funny, we were all living together in Leucadia. And we went out to get a Christmas tree. And we're walking around the tree line, learning our little trees. We come back. The guy who was working the tree line comes over, and Chris is kind of off to the side. He says to the guy, to Chris, the guy says to Chris, oh, Mom and Dad, oh, like that.
Yeah, that took a long time.
That's brutal. Chris moved with me to my house in Fallbrook, and he and I lived together before I met Larry. And then we moved to where? Cardiff, Arcadia, and
This thing. I
Yeah, we're all the way around.
Yep.
And this is Rachel, Chris's new wife.
What? Grand spanking.
And this is my sister, Teresa. My really good buddy, too. She's the wallpaper hanger that I'm always working with. Hanging off scaffolding to get up higher than that. Oh, I got that picture of her. She's great. And she's also a great party planner. Yeah. Oh, Teresa, it's all starting to fit together. The pressure's on. And this is better be good. Teresa's husband, Jim. I was going to tell him, he's a lawyer, and he's not a Republican. And this is Michael.
All right, Michael.
He is proof that the generation below us is definitely smarter than we are. He just graduated from Boston College, got a great job at North Rhine-Goben.
Right. Way to go, Mike.
Yeah, he's doing great. Very proud of him. Good, you're there. Your graduation picture. And this is Michael's sister, my niece Christina, and Leo. Wait, we have more. And Christina also proves that the generation below us is smarter than we are. Yeah. She's an office manager for a clinic in Santa Cruz, Catholic Healthcare West. Really smart, good person, and also a very mellow kind of person. Manager. And this is Jay Lingo. She's still there.
It's not that exciting right now.
He had a cage on his leg. That was only 4. But he couldn't really walk on the thing. It was seriously all the way around, wire everywhere, diagonal, pins through his legs.
And Catherine and Teresa and everybody else came up and saved us. Thank you.
It was great. Got to ride the lawnmower around this. It's a Cushman, but it's missing the S, so we call it the Cussman. And I'm also known in their house as the chicken rouser.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Chicken wrangler.
She has definitely wrangled her fair share of chicken. And she's really good at it. Really
Yes.
good.
That's a long story. But anyway.
Get into that one after a few drinks.
Gilbert, grab that tray.
Also is a great musician.
That tray. No, the other tray.
Oh, thank you.
So,
No, I didn't. Sorry, Catherine. I didn't.
I got a guitar to play.
Oh, you do?
right.
I'll have to get you back on the break.
And they live in Aromas, California, up near Santa Cruz.
Oh, wow.
Right. And then my dear friend Betsy. Came all the way from La Jolla. But she's probably, yeah. But she and Vicky and Teresa and I, all work at Pomerado Hospital. Oh, yay. Palomar, Pomerado. And I started there in 86. 86. And we worked together for 20 years? 10 years? 12 years? 12 years. And she's also the head of my book group. She's in charge. Yeah, she's in charge. And this is my friend Carrie. Carrie and I did, we worked together at Palomar Pomerado in the IT department. And she worked on a project with me, and it was right after she moved here from Chicago, and she was homesick, like crazy. Yeah. And And so we worked on the project together. It was very successful. And then we stayed friends. And we did landscape design classes together. Yeah, we did our landscape certificates and we're business partners. Yeah. And we did, we went back to junior college.
Yes, we did. We did gym class, remember?
Gym class,
Gym
yeah.
class, yeah.
We had a great time. We were a great time. Carrie now lives in Arizona. Not quite as close. But
I was called yesterday.
and this is my friend Joyce Laidman. And she and I worked together at Alvarado Hospital. Oh my God. Way back in 80, probably 1980. Yeah. And we've been friends ever since.
Well, actually, we were friends, lost touch, and you found my phone number.
That's true.
Called me back.
I still knew her phone number from when we were friends before. She's, yeah, her kids, I mean, it's been, I think we had a gap there of almost 18 years. Yeah. So we reconnected.
Oh, that's amazing.
And Sandy Venus. Sandy comes from,
How do we get there?
oh, Sandy through? No, yeah. I'll just point.
Wrong stick.
Laser pointer. There's my friend Sandy. Sandy comes from Washington State, Olympia, Washington. Lacey, very close to Olympia, Washington. And Sandy and I have been friends since I was at Louisville High School. She used to, let's see, how can I put it? We used to smoke in the parking lot, I think. Mom and Dad don't know.
You did! Not just your average cigarette maker. Jason wants to
Turn
know
red.
if you
Comes out.
Yeah.
Past always comes back.
Oh, look who's, oh yeah, Wendy was the first one. Oh, yeah. Wendy's dad was a sheriff, and I think he turned her in. Anyways. Yeah, I was lucky. Anyway, so Sandy and I have been friends for years and years and years. She used to live in the valley and then she moved up to Washington. And I went up to visit her and we've stayed in touch all these years. Yeah. And then here's us. Here's us. We're back here. Vicki and Lee. And Vicki is my good friend from Pomerado Hospital. She hired me at Pomerado. I know. Well, that plus her secretary, Shirley. Shirley's daughter went to Louisville. And I think that was also a good connection there. Didn't know it. I have no idea. Yeah, she stuck my resume in front of Vicki. I think I'm going to do this. But Vicki was the best boss I ever had. Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. She's a great person. Loves people. People love her. And retired.
Yes.
Recently. And she
Got my sense of humor back.
Yeah. Isn't that true?
This is true.
And she recently restored a Model A.
Yes.
Wow. And then they go on trips.
We drove it to Portland, Oregon and back.
Wow. With their Model A club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? And they love California wines.
Yes. That's good. And Lee's in IT, and she and Gilbert have a new connection. Yes. Right. They're new. They've been comparing iPhones and apps. And apps.
Trading apps.
Trading apps. Oh, tons of training.
Just like 20-year-olds.
No, but it's so exciting.
And Teresa O'Malley
a day you were going to put me on suspension. That was probably right. Yeah, ever since then, we're like best buddies.
This is a good story too. When I first started out Colorado, I was the director of human resources, and Teresa was in charge of the rehab department, physical therapy. And she got in trouble with the director of nursing, Joyce Boyd, because she said they were trying to have a discussion about who was supposed to do a particular patient task, whether it was going to be nursing or physical therapy. And these things happen between nursing and other departments. Yep. And Teresa was trying to convince the director of nursing that this was a task that could be done by the nurses. And the way she did that was by saying, a monkey could be trained to do this.
Oh.
Wrong thing to say.
So I get this call from the assistant administrator. We have a problem. And I just started and I'm like, I don't know.
She didn't know me. I didn't know her.
Yeah,
She's
so
supposed to like
after that-
suspend me, right? Oh, hysterical. So we're friends.
We've been good friends ever since.
Needless to say, I had to withdraw Teresa's name from the United Nations representative. right.
That Irish blood gets him in trouble every
I
time.
call it like it is. I'm sorry.
No,
It is what it is.
But you said that the head of nursing said that she thought you would call her a monkey.
No, the nurses' monkeys.
Yeah. So not that a monkey could do that. She took
No,
it to
no.
be,
No,
you guys are
she was
monkeys.
a monkey.
Yeah.
But remember,
Completely
Joyce was Irish
different.
too.
Yeah, that's true.
Completely different context.
But we're friends. Yeah.
Yeah, we're buddies. And that's Gilbert. Gilbert is Teresa's husband. Thank you all for coming. It's so surprising. It's so cool to see all my favorite people in one place. What? I did. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. I feel so honored with everybody showing about all these places. It must be a big birthday. How old are you, Catherine?
You did?
I said, there's nothing about turning 60. It's a big dose of reality with a pinch of cognitive dissonance. Because I don't feel what I think 60 would feel like.
You don't look like it either.
No, you don't.
60's a new 30.
Okay, good job.
Good job.
Why not?